Imagine this, two world leaders, meeting for serious political talks, suddenly drop their formal suits and pick up drumsticks to play K-pop hits together. Sounds impossible, right? But here's the surprising part, this actually happened just this week in Japan, and it's changing the way we think about international relations. What can a drum session teach us about building better relationships? And why did these two powerful leaders choose music over traditional diplomatic meetings? Today, you're going to practice your A2-B2 English listening skills while learning useful vocabulary about diplomacy, music, and relationships. We'll explore real-life phrases you can use when talking about hobbies, dreams, and connecting with people from different cultures. Plus, you'll learn how to express your passions and share meaningful moments with others, all in natural, everyday English. Here's what happened. The leaders of Japan and South Korea met for important discussions, but instead of sitting in boring conference rooms, they did something completely unexpected that captured hearts around the world. And this is where it gets interesting. Welcome to Lady Show English. Let's discover what made this moment so special and what English you can learn from it. Before we dive into the full story, let me give you a quick preview of the practical English you'll master today. Trust me, these are phrases you'll use all the time. First, we'll learn about expressing dreams and goals. You'll discover how to say "achieve my lifelong dream" and "dream come true," perfect for talking about your aspirations with friends or in job interviews. We'll also explore the phrase "goes way back," which is a natural way to describe long-term interests or friendships. Next, we'll look at relationship vocabulary like keep up with and get closer. These aren't just about diplomacy, you can use them when talking about friendships, learning new skills, or connecting with people in your daily life. And here's something really useful, we'll break down how to use phrases like strikes a tone and focus on when discussing priorities and approaches to problems. These work perfectly in work meetings, school presentations, or personal conversations. Finally, you'll learn how to talk about giving and receiving thoughtful gifts, and how to describe someone's reputation using expressions like has developed a reputation for. But wait, there's more to this story than just vocabulary. These leaders showed us that communication goes beyond words, and you're about to see exactly how. Let's jump into the full story now. When people think about world leaders meeting, they usually imagine serious faces, formal handshakes, and long speeches. But what happened between Japan's Prime Minister Sonai Takaichi and South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung was completely different. On their first day of talks in Japan, these two leaders surprised everyone by picking up drumsticks and playing K-pop hits together. Takaichi, who describes herself as a metalhead, and Lee, an aspiring novice drummer, sat behind professional drum kits ready to make music together. And guess what happened next? They both changed into matching blue tracksuits and played chart-topping songs including BTS's Dynamite and Golden from Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters, which just won Best Original Song at the Golden Globes. They played on 6-piece kits made by Pearl, the famous Japanese drum company. For President Lee, this was incredibly meaningful. This is the emotional part. He told Takaichi, "I achieved my lifelong dream today. Playing the drum has been my dream since I was a child." But here's where it gets even better. Takaichi's love for drums goes way back, and she planned this surprise after Lee told her at last year's Apex Summit that drumming was his dream. She remembered his words and created this unique experience. Lee admitted it was not easy to keep up with the beats. But listen to this sentence carefully, he later wrote that he hoped both countries would get closer just as we respected each other's differences and tuned to each other's rhythm. Just like in music, countries can work together while respecting their differences. Wait for this part. This was their third meeting since Takaichi became Japan's first female prime minister in October 2025. While the drums grabbed headlines, they also discussed serious topics like industrial supply chains, artificial intelligence, and cooperation with the United States. Here's the real reason this matters. Relations between Japan and South Korea have been complicated due to historical issues from Japan's colonial occupation of Korea. However, in recent years, leaders focus on economic and security issues instead. Lee has struck a more pragmatic tone since taking office, calling Japan an indispensable partner. But wait, there's more. The leaders exchanged meaningful gifts. Takaichi gave Lee drumsticks engraved with his name. Lee gave her drumsticks with traditional lacquerware and a drum set by Korean brand markers. He even gave Takaichi's husband a handcrafted tableware set and a Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Here's something you should know: Lee has developed a reputation for giving thoughtful gifts to world leaders. He gave U.S. President Trump a replica gold crown and Chinese leader Xi Jinping a wooden board for playing Go. This story teaches us that sometimes the best way to connect isn't through formal speeches, but through shared experiences and genuine interest in what makes people happy. And that's a lesson we can all use in our daily lives. Now let's break down 4 super useful expressions you can start using immediately. These are phrases native speakers use every single day. First, achieve my lifelong dream. This powerful phrase means to finally accomplish something you've wanted your entire life. President Lee said, "I achieved my lifelong dream today. Playing the drum has been my dream since I was a child." The combination of achieve, successfully reach a goal, with lifelong dream creates strong emotional impact. In daily life, use it like this: I achieved my lifelong dream of visiting Paris, or opening my cafe means I achieved my lifelong dream. In job interviews, working here would help me achieve my lifelong dream of working in conservation. Small task: think about your own lifelong dream. How would you describe it using this phrase? Ready for the next one? Second, keep up with. When Lee said it was not easy to keep up with the beats, he meant matching the speed or pace of something. This phrasal verb suggests you're trying hard to match something challenging. Use it everywhere. At work, it's hard to keep up with all the new technology. For fitness, I couldn't keep up with her running pace. In studying, the professor speaks so fast, I can't keep up with the notes. Or socially, I can't keep up with all the group chat messages. It also means staying current. Do you keep up with the latest news? Think about it. What do you find hard to keep up with in your daily life? Here comes an even better one. Third, get closer. Lee hoped the countries would get closer, meaning become more connected emotionally or relationally. While it can mean physical distance, the deeper meaning is about building intimacy and trust. Use it personally: after that project, we got closer as friends, or since moving home, I've gotten closer to my parents. For goals, every practice session gets me closer to running a marathon. The phrase always implies positive movement. Interactive moment. Who would you like to get closer to, and what could help make that happen? You'll love this last one. Fourth, has developed a reputation for. This means someone has become known for something through consistent actions over time. Lee has developed a reputation for giving thoughtful gifts because he consistently does this with different world leaders. Use it professionally: that restaurant has developed a reputation for excellent service. About people. Maria has developed a reputation for reliability. Or yourself: I'm developing a reputation for punctuality by always arriving early. It can be positive or negative, but requires consistency. One action doesn't create a reputation. Final question: what reputation would you like to develop? and what consistent actions could help you build it. Quick recap. Today you learned 4 powerful expressions: achieve my lifelong dream, for reaching long-term goals, keep up with 4 matching pace, get closer for building relationships, and has developed a reputation for being known for something. Here's what to do now. If these phrases helped you, leave a heart in the comments. Share this video with one friend. Learning English, learning together is more fun. Hit like and subscribe to Lady Show English for more practical English lessons from real stories. Next time, we're exploring another inspiring story with even more useful everyday vocabulary. Thanks for learning with me today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.